Alright, good morning everyone. Today is Monday the 20th day of May 2013. Alright, let me go over the results of the live trading room first. On soybeans we were plus 5 ticks, on gold we were minus 8 ticks, on crude we were plus 11, and on copper we were plus 10. It took us 57 minutes and 7 trades to make $110 a contract this morning to get to our 2-point level. Our 2-point level, guys, is $100 a contract. Okay, $100 a contract. As I said, we made 5 on beans, we made 11 on crude oil, we lost 8 on gold, and we made 10 on copper. Okay, that was our morning. 57 minutes, 7 trades to make $110 a contract. So far in the month of May, we're up $3,872.50 per contract. That's on 158 trades. If you use $8 per turn, which I know is high, but if you use that as an example, then your after commission total would be $2,608.50 a contract. That is so far in the month of May. All right, I'm going to slide this off. Now, if you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, you get access to everything you see here, all of our indicators, all these fancy colors and all that stuff, the lines. You get access to all that stuff for 5 business days. You get access to our live trading room. You get access to Dwayne and I. You get access to just about everything. You can't get into partners meetings, and the weekly trading zones won't be sent to you. All right, you can't get into the members area, but everything else, the indicator set, you get to use it. You get to ask us all the questions you want during live markets while the stuff is moving, and we'll do our very best to answer all your questions. You can also talk to us after the markets are closed or after we're done trading, and we will still try to do our very best to get back to you and answer all your questions. All right. Yes, go to www.cfrn.net/apply and sign up if you have not done it yet. Okay? If you have not taken the free trial, do that. If you're on the free trial and you rolled over from last week, the end of last week, into this week, you're going to be getting an email again probably tomorrow, maybe with some kind of a discount in it, possibly. I don't know yet, but telling you what it takes to become a partner. Okay, that is it. All right, so let's get into the trades. Now, crude oil. Today with crude, we were not as active as we normally are with crude. It started out. Are those all from today? They were all from today. It started out over here at 9:30, and for some reason it just didn't look all that attractive to me this morning at 9:30. I missed this trade right here, and then it did nothing. I missed this one too, obviously, but the first trade that I had noticed, I think, was going into the dynamic resistance here, and that was after the bullish cross, the test of the BBC with the up close. If I'd have taken it, it would have been a break-even trade. This one over here was just a down close below the trend line. That one would have worked out just fine. I probably would have gotten my 2 points on that had I seen it. I missed this one over here as well. I took this one, and I got a break-even on that one. I took this one. I believe I got a little bit of profit on that. Missed this. We had drawn in a topping area right here. We needed to see crude close up above that, and it did. Then it kept going up, and I wasn't getting any good fills on these trades as they were moving up here. Okay, or I was getting good fills, but I was moving my stop to break even because we were already up above the MA1. Let's see. It went up, and I took a break even on that one. I took a little profit on that one. My last crude trade of the morning was over here. I took a fair amount of profit on that. I don't remember how much it was, 6 or 7 ticks, something like that. And that's what got us to where we are in the morning for crude. Okay, we drew this up here, said it looked like it was topping out up here. I wasn't sure why it started to run like this. And gold just took off too. Gold was $20 it moved in the last, in 5 minutes, right at the top of the hour. That's crazy. When I get to gold, I'll show it to you, but it's crazy. All right, so right now, crude oil has a bullish cross. Now, you're in sort of a sideways area right here. You see you're not coming off a higher swing, and you don't have any lower swings. You have lower highs and higher lows. That's choppy. Sideways action. Choppy sideways action. You want to start trending before you start trading. Okay? We got a bullish cross right here. I tested the BBC with an up close. There was an opportunity to get long in there. Right here, there was nothing. You couldn't have done anything in there. You couldn't have done anything here. Now, that's using the normal trades that we use in the live trading room. If, however, you wanted to do what, say, Dwayne alluded to last week, where, if it closes on the other side of the BBC and it's the right color, you start thinking about trading in that direction. You see? You see? Every one of these. This one, now where would your risk have to be, is the question that everybody's going to ask, right? Where would your risk have to be? Well, it'd have to be a pretty good amount of risk. It'd have to be on the other side of the swing. Okay, the swing higher, the swing low, whatever got you into the trade, that's where your risk would have to be. Okay, and does it work every single time? Well, no, it doesn't work every single time. You guys should know that nothing works every single time, but it works a good bunch of the times. All right, and that's just one possible scenario of one way to trade this thing. Anyway, crude oil. That's it. We're plus 11 ticks. The Russell, I didn't make any trades in the Russell this morning. I didn't trade any of the indexes at all. They were all jammed up in the weekly trading zones. The ES went up to the weekly trading zone and stopped, and it just stayed there for an hour and a half. The Russell went zone to zone, but when it was going into the zone, the ES was coming out of the zone or something. It was something that I couldn't trade anything on the indexes today, so I'm not even going to go over them right now. All right. Well, okay. I suppose for those of you guys who like to see the Russell, I might as well go over it really quickly. Typically, you just look for your bullish cross, in your down close, with it close above the trend line, which would have been right in there for the long trade. Over here, your bearish cross, tested the BBC with a down close with red on the cycle, would have been a short trade. Bullish cross, you would have drawn a trend line, actually right over here, drawn a trend line down, close up above it for the long trade. There are opportunities to trade it in here, but it was going against my rule of not trading into a weekly trading zone. Okay. Now let's see. This is gold. I'm going to move gold off the 4-tick range for you, and I'm just going to show you here on a 10-tick range. Maybe that might not even be sufficient. And I believe it's, yeah. Look at that move right there at the top of the hour. See that? And this is a 10-tick range. Every one of these bars is $100. Every one of these bars going up is $100. Look at that. That is significant. That is significant. All right. I'm going to drop it back down to the 4-tick, and then we can go over the trades that we took and all that. All right. Well, hopefully we can go over the trades we took. Come on. It's gathering up the data. We may have to just go to another market here. How about the soybeans? Let's look at the soybeans. On the soybeans, in the live trading room, this was my last trade on the soybeans over here. I'll show it to you a little better in a minute when I can scroll. I don't want to actually click on the chart right here because this is still gathering up the data. But my last trade on the soybeans was a losing trade. My first 2 trades on the soybeans were winning trades. We ended up plus 5 ticks on the beans. There it goes. Okay. Sorry. Let me bring the beans back up so I can finish talking about them. Okay, where are they? Here they are. All right. Here are the soybeans. One of my first 3 trades were winning trades. I took a short right here. Got a little bit of profit on that. It went like 5 or 6 ticks. I took another short here that went about 4 or 5 ticks. I got a little bit of profit on that. It turned around and started moving up. I took this long right in here, and I got some pretty good profit on that one. And I pointed this one out, but I forgot to get into it. I was trading like 2 other markets at the same time, I think, and I forgot to get into that one. And you can see that it went up there. There was another one right here that went up. Over here, I got short over here, and I was waiting for a down close below this level. We needed to continue the trend. Okay, we needed to continue the trend over here. That's why in the live trading room, a couple of folks asked in the live trading room why I didn't short right here on this down close off the BBC. This down close off the BBC or this close below the trend line. And it's because we didn't continue the trend. We needed to get a lower low. The spot to short it was over here. Once the trend was continued, right there was the spot to short it. Now that was after the live trading room. Okay, there was one spot right in there. There was another one right here. There was another one right here that would have stopped you out. Okay, so you had that one there and that one there. But the trades that I took were this one, and this one, and this one. This one stopped me out. All right. There was some nice movement on the soybeans today. And I put this in the video that I made over the weekend. Let's just say we did this, and we only had let's just say we only had the sentiment indicator on here with the black line and our paint bars, the new CF Flow PB indicator. If you're only going long when it's above the sentiment indicator, and you're only going short when it's below the sentiment indicator. And this works pretty much the same everywhere. You can see, if you use the sentiment indicator for your bias, and then you just go long when the things are the right color. And that looks pretty good, doesn't it? It just keeps working and working and working. And wait until it goes the other way. All right, see it flip down here, got below. Here's your short. Here's another short. And here's another short. All right, it got down below over here. Now, my entry was down here, but had I entered over here, I wouldn't have stopped out. It stopped me out to the tick on that pullback right there. So there's one, there's one, there's one. And there's another one right now. All right, just something to consider as we keep moving forward and improving. All right, now the gold. I was going to show you the gold. I showed you that huge move up. We didn't get any of that. I wasn't even watching it. What I will show you was the trades that we did take on gold. All right, because right here, there was an opportunity to short. We missed. Right over here, there was an opportunity to short. We did. We took a little profit. Over here, it looks like we got a break even on it. Over here, we took a loss. Over here, we took another loss. We missed all these trades in between here. Okay, all those trades in between we missed. This one here we missed. This one here we missed. I know we had another one in here. Toward the end, we had one. There it is. No, it must be. There it is. Okay, we missed this winning trade here, this winning trade here. We missed this winning trade here. We missed this winning trade. Actually, that would, right here, would have been a break-even trade. We missed this winning trade here, and this winning trade here, and this winning trade here, and this winning trade here. And we got a break-even on this trade, and we took some profit finally on this trade. All right, that got us back down to -8 ticks. Okay. Then it took off. We ended the morning session. Okay, and there was bullish divergence in here, an opportunity to get long here, an opportunity to get long right here, and there were more opportunities to short in here. You could have shorted right in here, you could have shorted right there, you could have shorted right there. It spun around, started to go long. Let's see, your trend line would have been, could have gone long right here. Now, all of this, if you look down here at the bottom, between 1203 and 1204, all these bars are in there. So if you got long in there, if you managed to see something and you managed to get filled and get long, great. But the chances of you jumping into this thing as it moved up, pretty slim. Okay, look over here. It's 1205 right here, and all these bars from 1205 all the way over to here. 1206. That's probably 300 bars painted in there in that 1 minute. Crazy. And you can see it. It gave back a whole bunch of what it. It gave back a whole bunch of what it gave to begin with. And now in here is these bars get closer together and closer together in here. The minutes get closer together. Now you can probably trade the gold. Okay. Now there's probably you can probably get in there and trade it a little bit. But on a 4-tick range chart, it's not terribly tradable when it's going so fast, but let's just flip it over here to a 10-tick range chart. You see how the minutes are so much closer together down here? Okay, hang on, it's choking on that data feed. There it goes. The minutes are so much closer together down here, and now you're looking at the same stuff. You're looking for your trend lines, your divergences. Over here, bearish cross, test to the BBC with a down close, bearish divergence. You short right here. You wouldn't have just 8 ticks risk on this. You would have to have 20 ticks risk on this. So right here, 93.4 would be the entry. Your risk would be, 3.4 would be the entry, 5.4 would be the stop. Your stop would be up here. But look at the profit. Okay? You had another opportunity there, another opportunity here. This is just a higher time frame. All right? It's double the time frame that we normally use. It's actually more than double. It's 2.5 times the time frame we normally use. Okay? I just wanted to point out, if gold really starts to take off like that for an extended period of time, you can just flip to a different time frame. Okay? I just wanted to point that out to you all. Now, I did soybeans on the NQ. I didn't do anything with the indexes today. Okay? I didn't do anything with the indexes, so I'm going to skip that. GS. Anyway, let's jump over here and we'll look at the yen a little bit, and we'll look at copper, and that's it. You see right in here, my charts are refilling right. They're reloading right now. I flipped that thing back to a 4-tick range by accident. You see right in here on the ES at 9:30 up. We didn't have any opportunity in here to do anything. I guess we had a long trade right in here that I didn't notice, but was that pre-market? I don't know. I didn't even notice it. But anyway, there was a long trade right in there. It was going up into the weekly trading zone. That's why I wasn't really paying that much attention to it. Then it got in here at like 10 o'clock. And look, over here it's 11 o'clock, and it's still here. It was stuck in like a 2-point range for an hour. It finally started to get up above this weekly trading zone right here at 11:30, which was the end of the morning session. Okay, so we had no opportunity to do anything in there. And I wasn't trading any of the indexes because of it. The N line break, I'm not sure what that means, Gary. But line break? Line break. Oh, I know what you mean. No, I have not. I have no reason to do anything else. We make money doing it this way, so there's no reason to do anything else. Years ago, I read about that, though. I might have even bought something. All right, on the yen, there was one trade that we had shown in here on the yen. That worked out pretty well, and there was a second one that we had pointed out that didn't work out at all. All right, those are the two trades on the yen in the live trading room this morning. Okay, copper. Let's look at the copper. Look at head, shoulder. Interesting. On copper, we had a couple of trades this morning. We took this first one right in here, and we ended up taking, I don't know how many ticks. It wasn't too many, all things considered. I think it was only about 3 or 4 ticks, but it did have a nice move up. Okay. We had pretty much said where we thought it was going to go, and it went up there, and then it bounced back and took us out, and then moved up some more. We did get in on the next move as well, okay, and that made a nice move up. There was a third move there, and even a fourth move that I didn't see. I didn't want the fourth move because the cycle was going down against us. I did see it, but then everything was all mixed up in here, and there was nothing we could do. All right, like right now, it's all flat. Yeah, I did. I ended up getting 10. It was a mix, though. It wasn't just one thing. The sentiment bar, James, the sentiment bar should have been sent. That thing, I mean, it was just a quick look at it, but a video that was sent out on Saturday. There was a video sent out on Saturday that had a link to it, and the sentiment bar is part of the indicator set. You go to indicator CFRN, it's the CF sentiment. Okay. I'd just go over it really quick in there, but no, it was just something that I threw together, and it looked pretty awesome. And normally Dwayne had pointed out earlier this morning that normally we don't look at the sentiment on the 4-tick range. We had originally designed the sentiment for the 7-minute chart, and not even for a Globex chart. It was designed for the 7-minute chart that started at 9:30 and ended at 4:15 Eastern. But remember, in the partners meeting last week, I had given the thing to everyone, and I said, all right, take it and look at it over the weekend and over the next week, and tell me what you come up with. And that's why I think this week's partners meeting should be interesting, and see what everybody came up with. Hopefully everybody is actually doing that, and they're not just waiting to see what I come up with. But anyway, if they do, that's fine. Yeah. All right, so that is it, guys. That is where we're going to wrap it up. We had another profitable day. We are now plus whatever it is, plus $3,800, 3872, 3872.50, and oops, I just rolled my mouse over. Let's see, 3872.5 and 5392.5. So I need to make $1,521 before the end of the month to get a new monthly high. How many days is that? Business days, we have 4 this week, and 1, 2, 3, 4 next week. 4 this week and 4 next week. So we still have time. 8 days. We should be able to do that. All right, that is where things stand. And if you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. If you have taken a free trial and you want to become a partner, then just send us a quick email at support@cfrn.net asking for the partner info, and I will send it off to you as soon as I can. All right, that's it, guys. Going to wrap up the recording.